Have you ever noticed how enemy tanks are often neutralized immediately after taking the first direct hit? In such situations, unlike with Western tanks, the chances of crew survival are significantly reduced. On this occasion, Russian personnel were observed by Ukrainian reconnaissance drones. As they advanced in their vehicle, they narrowly avoided a precision drone strike. However, one of the Russian soldiers managed to intercept the drone in time, effectively preventing the strike. Charvy North Region. Around 6 p.m. on August 2, 2025, a Russian unit consisting of 2 vehicles and approximately 15 personnel arrived in Chesver, a location recently reclaimed by Ukrainian forces. Despite losing control of the area, they had been circulating claims on social media and television that it remained under their control. Their aim was to stage a brief incursion, capture symbolic images with Russian flags, and reinforce their narrative. The unit quickly armed themselves and launched a sudden raid from 3 directions. Their objective was to surprise Ukrainian positions and rapidly reclaim the area. However, Ukrainian artillery forces responded with precision. The first strike made direct contact, immediately neutralizing the initial group of advancing forces. In shock, the armored vehicle transporting additional personnel attempted to retreat, abruptly withdrawing from the area. Ukrainian forces quickly identified the second target, resulting in additional setbacks for the attacking unit. Many of the remaining soldiers, overwhelmed and disoriented, abandoned their positions. FPV drones were deployed to track the retreating armored vehicle. As soldiers scattered, drone operators monitored their movements. Ukrainian aerial and artillery coordination once again demonstrated effective resistance against sudden incursions. If you support Ukraine's defense, write Slava Ukraini in the comments. On August 1, 2025, the Ukrainian armed forces conducted a clearing operation in a wooded area near the village of SCA in the Donetsk region. The mission was coordinated with the support of observation drones. During the operation, reconnaissance drones identified 2 Russian soldiers entering a concealed position. A nearby Ukrainian soldier responded by deploying a grenade toward the location to apply pressure and create disarray among the opposing troops. Soon after, an additional Ukrainian soldier joined the effort, and the shelter was fully surrounded. Another grenade was placed near the entrance to increase the pressure. Ukrainian forces also called on the opposing soldiers to surrender. With several warning shots, the situation became increasingly untenable for the encircled troops. The Ukrainian soldiers aimed to demonstrate that surrender was the only viable option under the circumstances. Remaining alert for any potential counteraction, the Ukrainian soldiers held their positions. After a short standoff, the Russian soldiers exited the shelter with their hands raised in surrender. Ukrainian infantry quickly moved in to secure the area and establish full control of the situation. The Russian soldiers were taken into custody without injury and safely transferred to the command center for further processing. August 1, 2025. A Russian soldier attempts to flee but appears disoriented and in a state of distress. He struggles to move efficiently as a Ukrainian infantryman works to intercept his movement. The Russian soldier quickly takes cover in a nearby structure. Ukrainian forces move in and successfully isolate and subdue him. Elsewhere, Russian personnel detect incoming Ukrainian FPV drones and immediately begin retreating toward covered positions and wooded terrain. July 31, 2025. Reconnaissance units identified the coordinates of opposing forces in the settlement of Tino, located in the Kursk region within Russian territory. Shortly afterward, Ukrainian artillery units initiated precision strikes. Real-time updates from reconnaissance teams enabled highly accurate targeting of enemy infantry positions. Simultaneously, an FPV drone was deployed toward a satellite communication station detected by aerial surveillance. Opposing forces had attempted to conceal the system within tree cover to avoid detection. After executing a brief maneuver for optimal targeting, the drone operator locked onto the system and successfully rendered it inoperable. On July 31, 2025, a concealed underground shelter used by Russian forces was identified by Ukrainian reconnaissance drones. In response, Ukrainian units deployed a specialized FPV drone equipped with high-impact precision munitions. Once the drone locked onto the target, it launched its strike. Seconds later, a powerful detonation engulfed the area in a thick cloud of dust. The strike was July 31, 2025. Ukrainian reconnaissance units identified a D-30 howitzer and a nearby ammunition stockpile belonging to opposing forces in the Kherson region. In response, Ukrainian artillery units executed a precision strike on the target. The high-accuracy strike resulted in substantial damage to the enemy position. Direct hits on the ammunition stockpile triggered secondary explosions, leading to the complete loss of equipment in the area. After a brief standoff, the Russian soldiers exited the shelter with their hands raised in surrender. Ukrainian infantry promptly moved in to secure the area and establish full control of the situation. The Russian soldiers were taken into custody without injury and safely transferred to the command center for further processing.